So good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's just turned about 12 at the time of recording this. And welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through the preview to the Premier League games this weekend. Also going to be reacting to the Champions League draw that took place last night. Yesterday evening about 5 o'clock time. I couldn't actually watch the full draw because I was out very late last night. And that was an experience and a half on the way back, I can't lie, but yeah, the less said about that, the better. So we have reached 40 subscribers finally. That took an absolute ace to actually get done, so thank you very much for that. Next objective, 50 subscribers, and then 100, and then so on and so forth. So if we can get those up as quick as we can, and remember, like the video and share the content around, and also put on the post notifications, so whenever I do make previews like this or any other transfer videos, because it is deadline day today, I'm pretty sure. The 1st of September, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's deadline day. I think it is, yeah. Yeah, it is deadline day, because for some reason I thought it closed yesterday. So, yeah, remember my notifications on. If there is any breaking news, I will try my best to actually get a video out on that topic. So, yeah. So, obviously the group stage draw happened last night, and there are some very easy groups, some very hard groups for some certain teams in England, but we'll get to that. So I'm going to list off the groups that were, drawn out. So in Group A, we got Bayern Munich, Manchester United, FC Copenhagen, and Galatasaray. That is one key group. That's going to be a bit difficult with Manchester United. Do I think they'll go through? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not actually too sure. Depends if they get their ideas fixed up. With regards to Arsenal, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV Eindhoven, and RC Lens. That group, I expect us to go through, definitely. Don't see why we really shouldn't. Sevilla, we battered them in pre-season last season. PSV Eindhoven, we got out of the group in the same group in the Europa League. I know we lost 2-0 at their ground, but we should be getting out of that. And RC Lens, I don't really know what they're like, but considering that they're in pot 4, it shouldn't be too great, so we should be able to get a result against them. But the hardest group of them all is Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, and Newcastle United. I don't know what happened there, but as I was saying, Newcastle got stuffed in that group, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't think they'll really go through, to be honest. And Manchester City getting RB Leipzig once again. FC, I think that's Red Star Belgrade, I'm pretty sure. I can't really pronounce that. And then Young Boys, Philip Schofield FC. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that is the draw for the Champions League. Some good groups in there and some very easy groups, hopefully for my club. And now we actually go through in the round of 16. And right, we are going to get to the Premier League fixtures, because that's what the main preview is about. Apologies if I am looking this way, because I'm watching the Europa League draw at the same time, and yeah, it's looking all right at the moment. Brighton and Hove Albion has got drawn out, so we'll get into that in the meantime. So Luton versus West Ham, we're going to start with. That is tonight's kickoff at the time of recording this. Luton got absolutely slapped in their first 2 games, 4-1 by Brighton and 3-0 loss away to Chelsea. This is their first home game in the Premier League. I think they played Gillingham the other night. I think they beat them 3-2 in the Carabao Cup. So, but at the same time, look, there is going to be the crowd's going to be up for it. West Ham obviously coming off the back of a masterclass against Brighton. Jose Mourinho-esque performance, if you want to say that, with the way they were counter-attacking Brighton. Yeah, Brighton had a little glimmer at the end, but yeah, it wasn't enough to make a comeback. So with that, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to West Ham. I think it'll be a bit like, they'll try and dig in Luton, but at the same time, they haven't got the quality that West Ham do. And even West Ham's quality isn't the best. It's not like the top level of Premier League football. But at the same time, I don't really see him getting Luton getting anything against West Ham. And I think Aged, I think that's his name, the Moroccan defender, he should be back as well after suspension from the Chelsea game a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I'm going to move on to Sheffield United versus Everton. Sheffield United getting a bit of hope against Manchester City. Late on, I think I can't remember the guy's name, but he scored. I think their right back scored for Sheffield after to make it 1-1. But Man City do what Man City do. They always find a way. And yeah, they weren't great in that game, Sheffield United, but at the same time, Everton haven't been that good recently either. They just got out of jail against, I think it was Doncaster the other night in the Carabao Cup. So, oh no, I'm going to go for a 1-1 in this game, or maybe a 0-0. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 0-0 in this game. Brentford versus Bournemouth. I'm not going to go into too much detail on these games. I expect Brentford to get a win easily. Burnley versus Tottenham now. Tottenham obviously getting knocked out the Carabao Cup. Burnley also getting knocked out by Nottingham Forest, I believe. Yeah, I think Tottenham should win this. They shouldn't really be starting the team that started against Fulham because I'm still baffled on why they did because they're not in Europe. People could say about this as a Mickey Mouse Cup. So I think to them, they shouldn't have any right to actually say that it is a Carabao Cup because, if I'm not mistaken, this was the last trophy they actually won back in 2008. So I will go with a Tottenham win. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Tottenham win. Yeah, okay. Next game, Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. Chelsea getting their first win against Luton the other day. Nottingham Forest, obviously having gone 2-0 up against Manchester United, and then obviously throwing it away at the death, or not at death, but with about 10 minutes to go. But look, their striker, I think it's Awaniyi, I can't really say his name properly, but yeah, he's been on form in a minute, but at the same time, so is Raheem Sterling for Chelsea, so I'm going to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win. Manchester City versus Fulham. Yeah, I don't really see why Man City won't win. I know Fulham have got a draw against Arsenal and knocked Spurs out the Carabao Cup. But yeah, I should see Man City getting a 3-1 win, or maybe a 4-1 win against Fulham. Actually, I'm going to go 3-1 actually, yeah. Brighton versus Newcastle. Brighton getting absolutely smoked in the last game. Newcastle bottling it massively towards the end against Liverpool, and Darwin Núñez obviously getting the 2 goals to them. I'm gonna go with a 3-3 draw because I think Newcastle's defence is good, but at the same time they do make quite a few mistakes at the back. You only look at the last game against Liverpool, and Sven Botman made an error. I think it was Dan Burn who made the mistake against Núñez. So I'm going to go with a 3-3 draw. I think that game's going to be a real entertainer. Move on to Crystal Palace against Wolves. Wolves just lost Matheus Nunes to Manchester City, so that's going to be a massive miss for them because I think he's a very good player, and yeah, I don't really see them winning this game, to be honest. I'm going to go with a Crystal Palace 2-0 win. Yeah. Liverpool against Aston Villa. I'm gonna go with a draw. I know Aston Villa, they beat Burnley, I think 3-1. I think it was. Matty Cash got 2 goals. Liverpool haven't been that great recently. Yeah, they've done the comeback against Newcastle, but they're still lacking poorly in some areas, especially midfield. Because I know that Endo, he didn't have a bad game against Bournemouth, but at the same time, no, not Bournemouth, I meant, Newcastle, but at the same time, he wasn't great, especially when they went down to 10 men. I didn't really see him quite a lot, so I'm going to go with 1-1 for that game. It's going to be a bit of a bold prediction. Now, Arsenal Man United, I'm not going to do a preview to that now. I'm going to make that own separate video maybe tomorrow because we need to go in depth in some of the sort of team lineups, what I think Mikel Arteta will do, what I think Ten Hag will do, and how the game will pan out, all that good stuff. So I'm going to leave it here because this video has been quite long. Make sure you guys like, sub, share, all that good stuff. Road to 50 subscribers is on, so if you can get that sorted out as soon as possible, that will be great. So that is it for now, and I will see you lot in a bit.